Hello, welcome back. This week I am reviewing Magnus Chase and the Sword of Summer. It kind of follows basic things that Rick Riordan writes about. He takes a teenage character and make him realize that he has a godly parent, and also he kind of gets stuck with this quest. In this case, the person, the main character, is called Magnus, and he is actually homeless, and he's living... Is he living in Boston? Yeah. And when he turns 16, he finds out that one of his parents is a Norse god, and he gets attacked. Right. This book is about Magnus, and he is a homeless guy living in Boston, and on his 16th birthday he gets attacked by a giant, dies, and gets to know that his father is a Norse god. So it might not be a very pleasant birthday, but fortunately for him, death is not the last part of his life, because there's more to life than what we know. And this is kind of where the Norse religion and mythology gets in, and Magnus is faced with a quest to retrieve the Sword of Summer. And he also has some friends on this journey. He has a girl named Sam, and also Black Elf and a dwarf. So they kind of together make a team to find the sword and to also postpone Doomsday, because there has been a prophecy that Doomsday will happen if they don't find the sword. What I liked about this book was that it was, as all Riordan's books, very action-packed. There was always something happening. It's really, you don't get bored, because it's just dun all the time, new things, and I find it really entertaining. It's one of these books that if you just want to relax and really just get away from everything, you can pick it up and it will draw you in instantly. So every page is just almost a cliffhanger, and every chapter has really nice names. They're funny, makes me laugh, makes me feel very good inside. So, you know, it's a Rick Riordan book. He's good at making me feel good. Also, it has quite a bit more representation than what his earliest book had. More culture and people with disabilities also being heroes and doing things normal people do. I was kind of afraid that he would incorporate too much magic into this one, because that's what kind of put me off with the King Chronicles, that I didn't understand the magic they did. It was a bit too abstract, and it just wasn't as exciting as in Percy Jackson, when it was logic that solved everything, and with magic you can just come up with a new spell and everything is solved. But I think this one has quite a nice balance of magic and logic. It follows Rick Riordan's recipe with, you know, teenagers and gods and mythology and prophecies and quests, but it's a recipe I like, and even though it's kind of predictable, like how the story is set up, you don't really know how it's going to play out and how different parts are going to be put together. So I thought it's still nice. You get what you expect, and it's a bit different from other books because it doesn't have really calm, and death plays a big part, afterlife, and also there are many different worlds. There are 9 worlds. Of course, new gods. We have the Norse mythology, not the Greek, not the Egypt, so that's also refreshing. A lot of times when books are about a boy and a girl, they always fall in love at the end. You know this, what happens all the time. But with this book it's more, okay, sorry if I'm spoiling, but it's more of a family love, and you don't get that boy and girl can't be friends. It's more like, yeah, boys and girls can be really good friends and be like siblings instead of being just in love with each other. And I also got some vibes from the 2 boys, but the elf and the dwarf, I felt like they had some kind of tension between them, a good tension. So I'm excited about finding out that in the next book. If you don't like being able to predict what the story is going to be about, then you might not wanna... I mean, Rick Riordan books are kind of about the same thing, so perhaps it wasn't too shocking to choose a story and stuff, but as I said earlier, I don't mind. And also, it kind of gets sidetracked sometimes. that you get these kind of small things that don't really add up with the story, but they're nice when it happens, but they just, I don't know, maybe you could have skipped them. But overall, I think it's a nice book. I really like that we find some characters that are from earlier books that kind of come into this. Not too many though, but some of them. I don't know, I thought it was a good book. You should, if you like Rick Riordan, you should read it. If you want something with adrenaline, you should read it. But if you are if you want to read something on Rick Riordan's but you haven't read anything, I would probably suggest the Percy Jackson and then the Heroes of Olympus, and then this one might be after the Heroes of Olympus, because it's kind of in that order I like them. So not the best of his books, but still really enjoyable, and definitely pick it up from the library. I would absolutely say so. Have a good week and read as many books as you can.